Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, here we
Hello.
are. Here we are. Here
Yep.
we are. Thank you for being here with us tonight. We have beautiful Terry at holding your space, and now I have to remember to go like this, the opposite way she is.
You guys can hold
And we,
hands.
and we have Kelly. Kelly's here tonight. And
Hello.
yes, I just want to say hello to Carolyn and Peter. Carolyn's taking care of herself this evening. And Diana is with her son Aaron, and we're thrilled. So she's busy. And so, yeah. So there's just the three of us here tonight. And we're going to try to get off at about 7 o'clock if possible. So put your stuff in and we will get right on it. We will get right on it. So Kelly's all excited because her son is getting married and she's officiating.
Yeah.
How's it going? How's it going?
Well, it's going good. Like I was telling you backstage, we're having a meeting tonight after the show just to kind of go over the ceremony. They're writing their vows, and
Good.
I have lots of scribbles, and so I have a big client tomorrow, and then I don't have any clients then until the wedding, and so then Thursday and Friday, I'm going to work on just kind of scripting it and writing it out. And I bought a really, like, I don't have it close, but it was like a leather bound book with a heart on it that I'll have my notes on when I officiate. And then I have to have it done by Thursday and Friday because we're just doing like a little rehearsal here on Saturday. But I'm going to keep it short and simple, and
That's awesome. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah.
And are they going to go away for a honeymoon?
No, not right away.
Not right away.
I just booked tickets right before the show. We are going to Minnesota, November 1st through the 4th. So Anna can meet the grandparents, Landon's grandparents, my mom and Tim's mom and dad. And so yeah, that is gonna like interfere a little bit. So I think after that they'll plan.
There you go. Maybe in the nice warm weather in the spring or fall, you never know. It might be better. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Miss Terry,
Minnesota isn't the warmest.
That's very true. No, I mean on a honeymoon.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Minnesota's not. No.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, Terry, what are you up to, girl?
Well, I'm going to go up to Colorado tomorrow and hang out with some friends and relax and rejuvenate. So I'll be back on Sunday, and I'm just kind of like ready.
Just you and the girls.
Just me.
You. Okay, good. Yeah. We all need that. At times. Yeah. That's awesome.
I'm ready. And so I'm doing that. And John Benny, I've been working with John Benny. I've been doing these classes with him, and I'm going to start coming on with him. So doing the healing.
Good. Yeah.
I know. I'm having so much fun with him. He's such a blast to be around.
Oh, yeah. He's such a sweet man, really. And so talented.
So yeah. He is so kind. And I like that he does everything a little bit different than what I'm used to. So, I like that. Yeah.
That's wonderful.
What about you, Allie?
Well, I had a great show today with Viviani and Linda de Gonzalez, where I was just going to read cards, but actually was able to tap into the Akashic field and do some readings. I had a great Sunday regression hypnosis with Dave Johnson, which is going to be turned into some shows and other things. He's working on it. It's going to be a while, but I was telling the girls a couple of things that I found out, and it's a lot of fun. And I just got an email from Dave today, and there are things that he told me that he we crossed on, let's put it that way, that he's seen lifetimes at the same place, at the same scenario. And so you can't make that up.
You really can't. And while Allie was telling me about one of her lifetimes, I remembered being there. And it was just like, and I remembered the instance, and it's really interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah. You just want to, you hear about neat things like that, and you just want to do it all, don't you?
Absolutely. Yeah. I guess I remember the first time I started opening up and just having a little bit of psychicness was after learning Reiki 1. And I thought, wow, this is fabulous. It really gave me a boost. Well, this has given me a boost. And I just want to keep that boost. I know that some days we all have, doesn't always work out that way. But I just feel really, really fortunate. And so, yeah.
That's
And we
amazing.
meet who we need to meet when we need to meet them, right? Yeah.
Well,
Right.
your age has definitely regressed there. You look 20 years
Oh,
younger.
you're a
So,
sweetheart. Yeah.
no, you
Thank you so
do.
much.
You do.
You do. You do. You're just glowing.
Yeah.
Thank
I wonder if we can make that part of the deal when we go in to do these regressions.
Right?
Yeah. Well, and I said to him, would you please put in there, embed in that language that I'm going to remember everything, and that my gifts will all come out that have been waiting to come out, that I'm ready for them now. Give them to me. And I feel like it happened. So that was really awesome. That was really good. So I think you can do that. I think you can.
Yeah.
So I want to say hi to some folks. We have, did someone say Shenanigans and Ness and Shandy's here. Annie, you're in your cave. Ooh, all right,
I
Annie.
love
There
a
you
cave.
go. There you go. Froxy Roxy's here. Patricia Franzino, Bora Bora Janet, and let's see who else is here. Charlie C, Sage of Fire, Rossi's here, and Linda Kennedy, and Brenda, Imagine with Me, and Liz and Awe, and Annie Bear. I think I said Annie Bear. I don't know if I did. I'm sorry if I didn't. Connie's here, and Sally's here, and Paula Ravina's here. She was one of the ones I got to read for today. CJ's here, and Candy's here, and Jenny, Lori, Seashell. My goodness, Mandy Carroll. Oh, you watched a great show on the Crone Zone, Heather's remote viewing of Machu Picchu. Well, that sounds like something we could all go watch. That sounds wonderful. Thank you.
That sounds beautiful.
Yes, Ange is here, and who else is here? Oh yeah, Dave Johnson's wonderful. And Amanda and Anya. Oh my goodness, you guys.
Akila.
Thank you. Yeah, if you see somebody I'm missing, Randy's here, Juanita's here, Leah's here, Colorful Foresight, Sylvia. Yeah, we got a full house is right. Whoops, where did I go? Uh-oh. All of a sudden, my whole screen went blank. Anyway, okay.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So yes, those of you who came in a little bit late, put your dreams, visions, whatever in. Ness, I would be happy to send you a link to come in if you would like to tell your dream. That's fine. But I'd rather do it that way, please. And so let me do that for you. And Terry, why don't you go ahead and start with what we have?
All righty then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, went to the wrong one there. Starred. Oh my goodness. Okay. Did someone say shenanigans? Hello, all. I have a question I'm hoping y'all can help me with. I love this. I love wherever she's from. Y'all. I love it, y'all.
Yeah.
If not, it's all good. I slipped my mind last week when I popped into this stream. About 25 years ago, I had something happen that I still don't know if it was real, a dream, or a mixture. I woke up in the middle of the night on my mom's porch, staring at our rabbit in her cage. The screen door to the outside was fully open at a 90-degree angle, but it was not being propped or held open. I closed the door and went to bed as though nothing happened. I wonder to this day if it was a dream, if I was sleepwalking, if I was taken somewhere. I still don't know. If that isn't answerable, I had a weird dream last night that I've never had before. Okay, we'll get to this one first. Otherwise, I'll get confused. 25 years ago, woke up in the middle of the night on your mom's porch, staring at her rabbit in her cage, and the screen door to the outside was fully open at a 90-degree angle. closed the door, and went to bed as if nothing was happening.
Okay.
It sounds like a portal kind of, doesn't it?
It really
That the
does.
door was open, and it was open at 90. 9 is the ending,
Mhm.
in
That's true.
numerology.
Yep.
And so it could be that you were graduating to a different level. What would the
Ah.
rabbit make? Rabbits are smart, they're curious.
Mhm.
Fertility.
Oh,
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 beautiful.
yeah,
Mhm.
fertility, I hadn't thought about that. And it doesn't have to be like having babies. It can also be being fertile about, what you're doing in your life,
Mhm.
abundance. But
Yeah.
so, yeah, did someone say shenanigans? Does that make any sense? We can pull some cards too.
Yeah. Yep. Yes, would you please just email me? I can't seem to find your email for some reason.
Oh, I can do it. You go ahead and read it on that for did someone, and
Oh, okay.
I'll send it to her.
All right. Thank you, hon. All
Mhm.
right. She says, it's funny how you say fertile because I have a follow-up. Oh, okay. Go ahead and put that
Oh.
in. We're going to pull some cards out here. Yeah. Nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. Yeah. Hmm. Ah. So I get illuminate your intuition. That's what it was asking you to do, I think. You were at work and a family walked by you, including 3 kids who looked. Oh, you were slipping dimensions. I mean, parallel lifetimes or
Ooh.
you were slipping time. You were slipping time. Yeah. The woman they were with didn't feel like their mother. Okay. Wow. That's amazing. So I've seen 2 movies within the last couple of months, and a lot of it is about parallel lives that we live, and we recognize people who may be also in our parallel life, but we don't have a relationship with in this life or in this alternative reality. So, Kel, what do you get?
Well, I pulled some cards and I got for C. And so
Wow. Oh my.
I
Wow.
I I really I really don't think it was a dream. I really think that it really happened. And um and then the other card I pulled was reflect and look and look, you've been reflecting on this for 25 years. And it was 20, yeah, it was 20, the dream was 25 years ago, wasn't it? I think, yeah.
Mhm.
It's had you reflecting. And the last one I got was reconnect, where I think Allie's right. I do think that you slip into other universes. And 25 years ago, this was like an opening, like Terry said, it was almost like a portal that had opened.
Yeah,
And now you're slipping out and going, you're seeing other lives that you're living. And yeah, you're foreseeing the past and the future.
right. Because alternative living and actually time slipping has been explained many times by people who will come upon something that isn't really there in their time, but was there
Mhm.
earlier in time, or maybe there later in time, and they experience it and they leave, and then they come back and they can't find it. And I've seen this many times in a book that I've read. So yeah,
It's
wow.
really cool.
That's so cool.
I
Shenanigans.
know.
I love that. Um,
Yeah,
and now that you're aware of it, I think you're gonna remember more times that this has happened to you.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's just
And,
good.
yep,
yeah, become
wow.
very clear. Very,
Uh,
very clear.
yeah.
Okay.
That's an amazingly interesting dream, but it had a massive amount of dark energy. We were trying to keep away from some danger. There was a building, the dark energy. It was a lot of that also, the rest of the dream because you've written 4 or 5 different posts here, I believe was a warning to you, if you were trying to keep it so that you wouldn't get yourself into that situation. So it was a precog thing. In other words,
Mhm.
if I tell you not to go here, don't go here, because if you do, this may happen. So that might be something as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Was that the one that happened the other night? Okay, yeah, that was last night.
Oh, that was
Um,
last night.
or was
Oh,
that one last night, or was that another night?
um,
Shenanigans.
does she have more than one? I didn't know she had more than one. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
And
All right.
I'm wondering if I remember when yes, last night. Okay. This might be something about something in the news that's going on. I'm kind of getting a hit with that. If you
Okay.
put too much attention in that, because there's a lot of information coming out everywhere. So go for the good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's very
Yeah.
true. We have to look for that because some people are trying to keep us tied up in negativity and fear. And so
Yeah.
we have to keep that energy up. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, know what's happening, but keep your energy high and be aware.
Yeah.
Be aware and witness.
It's interesting that the dark energy took the form of a infinity symbol. And we are being bombarded continuously. And it does feel like it's going on forever and ever and ever and ever. It really
It
has,
really does.
because it has been. I mean,
Yeah.
but I believe that it will lift. It will lift and we'll all get some kind of relief, but not before this more dark energy, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you start looking at it and you're like, well, surely they knew that they were putting arsenic in those tampons. And surely they knew that, they were putting lead and cinnamon and baby formula and,
Right.
all the things. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like
Absolutely.
you can get really caught up. Yeah. Right,
You
Leah? We're leveling up. Amen,
We're leveling
sister.
up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Moving
Yeah.
on up.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shenanigans, for sharing your dreams with us. I have to tell you that one of the things I recognized most recently about myself is that anytime I want to go back in time, I go back to my high school bedroom and I see every single thing in my bedroom. I can see and hear, and I can look out the window, and I can do all this stuff. And then the last time I did that, I said, I'm going to go see what my mother's doing down the hall. And I walked down the hall and I saw my mother and I talked to my mother. And it was like it was 1972 all over again. It was amazing. So it is possible to time travel in that way.
Mhm.
Don't believe that
Oh,
it
yeah.
isn't. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I love that. So it's recapitulation, really.
It is. It
You're
is.
looking at everything.
Everything. And one of the things in the book I was reading, it said the reason that we have memories that really stick out are like when it's real important, like what we were doing on 9/11. We'll never forget what we were doing on 9/11, but it was when we're fully present in a moment, we remember the details. And I spent an awful lot of time in that room, and I memorized that whole room, and I could put it together if I had to all over again. I have no picture of it. I know it here, like like I was there today. But yeah, trust it. All of us are getting this happening to them. You're all getting this. It's all coming in. Trust your impressions. I think that's the thing I want to make sure you all remember. So
This eclipse energy that we're in today, and I mean we're going to be feeling it until like October 15th. This is really heightening our abilities too and our intuition. So you may be having more vivid dreams too. So we could be busy girls the next month, because
you may feel like you're exhausted when you wake up.
Mhm.
Oh, you never dreamt anything like that, Shenanigans? I bet it was weird for you, but you're tapped into higher consciousness, it sounds like. And
Mhm.
and you can help protect others through that message. So you can send light to it, and you can do things like that to make it better. Yeah. Uh-huh. Wow.
That's
Okay.
amazing, Shenanigans.
It is amazing.
Yeah. So cool.
You
Okay.
won't share your
Ready?
dream? Okay. Yeah, we're ready.
Okay. Patricia Franzino, I love that name. Question. I asked my pendulum if astral projection is causing me more exhaustion. The next day it went in circles. What does that mean? And thank you. Well, for me, and a lot of people say when you're working with your pendulum to ask it which way is yes, and mine is almost always this way, and which way is no. And a lot of people will say, sorry, pendulum. And a lot of people will say, you know, do that every day, every time when you get ready to do it. And sometimes you've had a pendulum for 20 years and you just know what it's saying.
Right.
And it's saying, yeah, you do. So you're going to have to ask it some more questions. There are pendulum graphs that you can get. I can't
Yes.
remember where they are. I know Nancy Jean has what is it? Crystal Directions, something like that.
Right. On her channel. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Her website. And she has all those, a bunch of them on there.
They're on
that you
Etsy
can
as
go to
well,
her
I believe,
website.
that you can get them if you want, just what they call is like a pendulum mat, and it will say yes, no. It's not it's not as spooky looking as a as a Ouija board or anything. Yeah.
And I pretty much just do the yes, no, and then use my cards for and
for
and
the
other
messages.
things for more.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, you're right, Juanita. Calibrate your pendulum. Ask what yes means. Ask what no means to you, because some people it's backwards. Back and forth is yes, and or whatever it is, but it might be round and round. So
yeah, or if you go to Australia, it might change directions.
Yeah,
that's true.
And especially too, Patricia, if you have more than one pendulum, I know I have a couple different ones, and one pendulum, if it goes this way, it means yes, and if it goes in circles, it means no. And I have another pendulum that's completely opposite. So I have I know it messes. So I'm now in the habit. I do check just in case, but for me, when it goes in circles, I think it typically means no, but for you, it could mean yes. So check it out.
Yeah.
Very much
Check
so.
it out. Check it out now.
Yeah. But I really do think you are astral traveling. And so make sure before you go to sleep at night, Patricia, to ask your guides not to pick up anything while you're out there. You don't want any little entities to come back with you. Yeah. Oh, you have a mat. You asked that question. I asked was yes, no, maybe. I asked that question about being tired. It gave me a circle. So does the circle to you mean yes? That's my question. Because if it was, then it's telling you yes.
And I'm getting that. I'm just getting, Patricia, that the reason you're exhausted is partially because you're astral traveling, and then it just the energy right now that we're in is really exhausting.
Yeah. Well, the sunspot energy and the human residence, everything is keeping us awake at night. Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, and then the eclipse, the solar flares.
Yeah, solar flares. Yeah, that's right.
She never saw the circling before, so it'd be interesting, Patricia, to know what direction your yes and no are.
Yeah. Mine's always clockwise.
Yep.
Because if it's different from your yes and no, it possibly could mean like maybe,
That's true. That's very true. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I just want to comment on what Wiki just said too. Wiki just said, I sent out some oracle cards to cleanse them in the full moon, and Nico just dumped them all over. I don't think you're supposed to set them out while it's while it's an eclipse, honey.
Nope.
Not during an eclipse? No.
Yeah, not during
no
an
crystals either.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how can she can cleanse them probably with some sage or something, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You can just set a crystal on top of them. They're fine. But yeah, I know my sister did that once. She set out all her crystals and I said, you've ruined the family for eternity. Like,
that's funny. Oh, God.
Okay.
Yes is forward for me, and no is back and forth.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry,
I
I
see.
missed that.
So
Okay.
I'm betting that the circle then, Patricia, is your maybe. So
Yeah.
I would ask your pendulum if just ask it if when it's going in circles if it's maybe, and then your if
You'll
it
get
goes
your
back and
answer.
forth,
Yeah.
you'll have
Yeah.
your answer.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But we're definitely all flying right now. I mean, if
Definitely.
we can get off the ceiling, we're doing good.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Leah, hello. I was having issues pop up in my dream I didn't like, so I decided instead to think of tea cakes. I make them
Good.
they're a lot of work, but I kept going back again,
You
and
lucid
thinking of
dreamed.
them.
You changed the dream. You lucid dreamed. Yeah.
Hmm.
You're the
Mhm.
boss.
You're the
Yeah.
boss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
You had
That's
your own invention.
mm,
Oh,
yeah.
that's funny. Ah, good for you. As long as
I
you're not
love
drinking a lot of tea, because then you'd have to pee, right?
right?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
you can this is gonna be one of your gifts, I think, waking up,
Oh,
Leah. So you're gonna
wow.
be able to foresee things that way.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Huh.
I
Love
got
that.
impulse that you acted on an impulse and look what happened. You were able to take control of your dream and calibrate it. So yeah, this just shows you that you are in control, and from here on out, if you have dreams that you don't like, you just refigure
But
them.
she did say she kept going back again to thinking about them. So there might be something in that dream they're wanting to tell you. So I'm not sure if there's um if you were lucid dreaming, you changed it, it was fine, but then it went back. It was a message that you were supposed to hear. And it doesn't, even though it was kind of scary or you didn't like what was coming in 3 or 4 times. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Wow. Stubborn dreams. Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, if you
Mhm.
see something you don't like, a free will planet, you can change it
Yeah,
at any time.
that's
So,
true. That's
yeah.
very true.
But sometimes those horrible dreams have a really good message.
They do, and
Sometimes
they,
you
it's not always that they're the message is horrible. It's just the
yeah,
way it comes out for you to
Hmm.
figure it out. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's amazing what comes out of them. I
Mhm.
had a dream that somebody put me in a metal box and with my car.
With your car. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was driving a bunch of guys around, a bunch of guys that I knew,
Mhm.
and, in my old Suburban, and this guy said, "Come on over here and I'll fix your tire," and then he started building a box and, you know, keeping me in there,
Was this
and I was like,
recent? Was this
"Yeah,
recent?
this is like about 2 weeks ago, Allie."
You don't want anybody boxing you, no men boxing you in. Mm,
No.
Mm-mm.
yeah, right.
I'm not messing
Yeah.
around, people.
You don't need anybody to fix your tires. You got Eric, you got, you got yeah. I get oh,
Yeah,
wow. Wow, wow,
Hmm.
wow. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I saw him doing it, I was watching him thinking, "Yeah, I'll get out of here."
He doesn't
But
know that I can get out with my mind.
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
I'm ahead of the clock. Something changed this spring. The light outside changed. Oh, yes. Definitely, Leah.
Time shifting. And it's I was watching a Dolores Cannon video. For some reason, it popped up in my feed today, and she was saying how many, and this was a while ago because she's passed, but she was saying something about how fast time goes, and it's going to just keep getting faster, and that some
Yes.
people are feeling it even faster than others. So, yeah. Oh, the
Yeah,
plasma that flies by. Wow.
that's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, you and
Leveling up.
Annie are really leveling up with that.
Yeah.
I know Annie's got those beautiful pictures on her,
Yep.
uh, channel.
Yes.
Okay, so we've got Leah and then Charlie.
All
Sage
right.
of Fire. Before I woke, I had this dream. Breaking news: infected, contagious vampire children.
Wow.
Let's break that down. Huh.
Just vampire children.
It's news. There's information
Yep.
about children that are, and you know, the vampires, there's energy vampires. So I don't know if it was necessarily had to be that they drank people's blood
Right.
or energy. And it's contagious.
There is a new, a knock on wood here, there is a new superbug on its way out, you know, and who
Yeah.
gets that more than anybody but children, because they're, you know, the ones in elementary school, they don't wipe their nose and wash their hands like they should. Wow. Let's see what we
Definitely a concern for children, you know, and you think about all the ways children are being affected right now, as you know, even going to school, you know, there's that fear of going to school, and you know, and that's in the in the media. And then you have what that guy did, you know, last week, you know, with Springfield, Ohio.
Yes.
And the kids now are afraid to go
That's
to
right.
school there too. So
well, the 3 orange posts separating the road, what does he do all day? He posts and he says all these things that are horrible, including today saying that all immigrants are animals, and the Democrats don't agree with me, but they all are, every one of them. And I'm thinking, your wife, your father, your grandfather, you know, he's just lost his mind. And so, but the orange posts, I mean,
both his wives were immigrants.
Definitely has it has to do with the rhetoric that he's causing.
I think it is. It's inflammatory. So, and somebody said it, the most vulnerable are the ones to watch out for. Yeah. And he's orange. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah. It's
sage. Yeah. Sage.
It's that fear. I mean, it's just he's instilling that fear, and you know, and you know, we can cleanse, we can clear, but you know, once it's in our head, sometimes it's hard to get out, Charlie. Yeah.
Stay calm and trust is what I get, and it's hard to do in this atmosphere. But yes, we have to. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cleanse, clear.
I got calm too.
Calm. You got calm
wow. Okay. Good.
I got prepare. And that could be, Charlie, just even preparing, clearing your head before you go to bed, because you know, during the day, you know, whatever we've heard or seen, you know, is there, and preparing yourself, and just before you go to sleep, and just clearing your mind from all of
your
that
rose water, and just
Yep. And his guardrails are down. He's not. You know. The road is not really good right now. So we don't want to feed the fears, but I know
it's going to get worse.
I know.
And I hate to say it.
I hate to say it. Well, you're welcome, Charlie. That was quite the dream you had. Yeah,
that's really.
And what do vampires do? They suck the energy out of you. You know.
Right.
And
and that's exactly what he's doing.
And the children who are living in that particular area of Ohio aren't able to go to school because of the fear. So all will be sorted.
Yeah, it'll all be sorted out, but it's going to be be a hot mess for a little bit.
It will be. Yeah.
Shandy. Hello, Shandy.
Oh wow, Shandy, Queen of Sheba.
Yeah. I had a vision of the Queen of Sheba. I know nothing of her. I just saw a woman, heard the word Sheba, then looked her up, and one drawing was the exact woman I saw. Why did she come, and was it really her? Ooh.
You probably had a past life with her. She probably was, you may have worked for her. You may have been one of her handmaidens, you know, not in the Handmaid's Tale style, but like you know, washed her feet or helped her bathe or Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or a priestess in her
Or priestess.
temple. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't think it's weird. I think it's right now we're hearing more and more and aligning with things that we've done before to help us remember what we're here to do now. So
Yeah.
divine feminine. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. Definitely
Yeah.
the divine feminine. I would look up like what type of archetype she represents to you.
There you go.
Yes.
And because it feels like that's something that they're wanting you to visit or to acknowledge that in yourself. Shandy. That's
and
really
I get faith, and I'm thinking, have faith in anything that you receive as being something that is important to you, and you looked it up so you could tell, and you followed through on it. It wasn't just out of the blue. You actually followed through. So
yeah. I pulled prepare.
Oh,
so
there you go.
yeah.
Good. That's good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I pulled passion.
Mhm.
And so I think too that just kind of expanded it and opened up your consciousness to explore even more. And I think, you know, you too, your consciousness and your intuition is expanding. And I do believe that you did have a past life with her too, which is really cool.
She came a day after you were told to believe. Oh, yes. I love that.
That's amazing.
If you're listening, they're glad you're listening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't make this stuff up.
It's
No.
sweet. Yeah, it is very sweet. Oh, just think, if you're open to this, you'll get some more hits of other things, whatever it is you need to know, and trust it. Yeah, trust it.
Yeah.
Trust. And that's the key thing is the whole trust. You got to trust it.
It is. It is. Yeah, that's amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Beautiful.
Wonderful. All right.
Colorful. Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
There
That's
we
our
go.
Sylvia. Yeah. I had a dream about the love of the divine, saying humanity is good. The universe decide to give us grace, even with our free will. I guess our prayers. That is wonderful. Wow. Wow, Sylvia.
Amen to that, sister.
That's right. Yeah. Because, you know, if you think all humanity is scum, then that's what you see and that's what you get. But if you believe that all divine humanity is good, then you get good. I love that. Grace, even with our free will. Thank you, because I totally agree with that. It's like we can change things, and yet we're allowed to change things, but they may not always work out the way we would want them to. But there's no judgment except from us when we go to the other side. So, wow.
Yeah.
I get release. Yeah. It's a release. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, you know, we might be seeing a different life or a different world than other people are seeing.
True. That's true.
When they're tied to the fear and the anger and the hate. And if you're tied to the being aware and freedom. So.
Yep. That's a great word, isn't it? It's yeah. Yeah. That's awesome.
I got balance, and it really is truly about really loving everybody, even at their worst, and the power that we all have to be able right now, you know, to send out love to these people that are, you know, are instilling fear, is really an awesome job that we can do to try switching things around.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us. And I would say, yes, our prayers are being answered. And as long as we can keep that vibration high and not be sucked down into the abyss, then it will continue to be that way, Sylvia. So thank you, my dear.
Beautiful. Why am I doing that? I'm sorry.
That's all right, Jerry. That's all right.
That's okay.
Sorry, everybody. I'm going to make you all dizzy.
No worries.
Juanita's review. I had a
Mhm.
dream early this morning about a tiny dolphin in a water thing right beside me. Oh my, what's that mean?
Hmm.
That is so beautiful.
Well, dolphins are the closest thing to us. As a matter of fact, in India, I believe it is, dolphins are considered to be, is it human or people? I can't think of, they have full autonomy. They have rights. Dolphins have rights.
Ooh.
Of course, then you've got the idea of, they're brilliant. They're brilliant, and they're here to help us, and so forth. Um, I feel like it's one of your animal spirits.
Just,
That's
yeah,
yeah,
spirit animal or spirit
yeah,
totem.
yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, beautiful. The dolphin is considered a symbol of harmony and joy. They are associated with water spirits among the Maoris in New Zealand and are considered divine symbols in ancient Greece.
Hmm. Wow. Oh
Yeah,
my.
it's what
Yeah.
an auspicious thing to
It's a
have,
great thing.
Juanita.
Yeah, that's awesome. Work
Yeah,
with it, Juanita. Ask it what it wants to tell you. When before you go to bed, say, "I'd like that dolphin to come back and tell me what I need to know." Yeah, that's
I
cool.
think that's a great, Allie. I think you to start working with it because I think that it could really help you like manifest things into your life like quicker.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
that's awesome. Thanks, Juanita.
yeah.
Carry
Everybody in
on.
the chat's
Yeah.
just humming. Oh my
Uh-huh.
God, you guys.
I
Yeah,
know
I
it.
love
Yeah.
what everybody's saying.
Uh-huh.
Um,
You can go ahead and change. I'm gonna let you, yeah, you do
okay.
it.
Oh, sorry.
That's I
Paula,
know.
does anybody else want to read this? I'm sorry.
No, you can read it. That's
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
Why do I still dream of not finishing college, of not finishing the last semester and looking to go to University of Pasadena, which I don't think exists?
All right. So I have to tell you what happened to me. And there were several other people that I've talked to that said that this is similar. For me, it was always that I stopped going to class but didn't drop the class. And it's too late, and I'm going to get an F on my transcript, and I can't graduate, and yada, yada, yada. And I went back to school because that's what the message was for me. And it doesn't matter if it's Pasadena or what, the name of it doesn't matter. It's a university that you're getting. So I don't know if you're considering going back to school, but when I did, that dream went away. So, but
That's interesting. Good.
yeah.
I pulled a card and I got commit. And so,
Ah,
you know, maybe that's exactly what you need to do. I mean,
mhm,
obviously it's your decision, Paula, but
mhm,
sometimes when we're thinking about something and we're on the fence and not really, oh, yep, Rossi, and not really
yep,
sure.
yep,
Sometimes it just, they say no decision is a decision. So,
mhm,
I get
mhm. Yeah,
commit.
yeah. There's some closure you need. Yes, I agree
Mhm.
with that. Leah, thank
Yeah.
you. Rossi, Unfinished Dreams. And yes, Pasadena City College, you said, Amanda, is a great college. There is a Pasadena City College. Doesn't mean you have to go there, but
Wow.
yeah.
Oh, bye, Shandy. You have a
Bye,
great
honey.
night.
Take care.
Yeah.
Mhm. Oh, you have, Lori? You've had that dream too? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Rossi 1. I dreamt 45 unalived man.
Uh-huh.
His people hid it. I felt I was part of his team. I then called the police about the crime.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I spent the rest of the dream preventing from being caught by 45's henchmen. I'm wondering if I'm feeling someone in his inner circle has this info. Did you have this before or after the second attempted
Yeah, that would be
unalivement?
interesting to know because she's in Florida too, by the way.
Yeah.
And wow. Um, I'm gonna tell you that I have a feeling that he unalived a certain woman that he was married to. So that's just the way I feel. That doesn't mean it's the truth. but I would say that there's so much fear that he inspires that we, even if we don't have, 3 weeks ago. Okay. But he inspires so much fear that, and he's even saying now, if you donated to the Democratic National, or Kamala, that you're going to be brought in and put in jail and tried and all that stuff too. Now he'd have to get a bulldozer to get all of us in there, but there's that fear that he inspires. And well, anyway, I'll let you guys take a stab.
Yeah, I think you this was a premonition
I think so
in a
too.
sense. And
Maybe.
I feel like this young man he's 58 or something. I
Yeah.
don't know. He looks like a kid. He looks like he has the mind and kind
He's
of
got some incapacities. Yeah.
yeah,
Mhm.
like treated like a child, perhaps.
Yeah.
It looks like for me, it looks like something happened that somebody did unalive him because his life will never be the same.
He was in
So
the wrong place at the wrong time, I think. And he'd been there for 12 hours, and that person wasn't going to go to that place except for 3 hours prior to going. So how would he have known he's going to be there? You kept hiding to avoid getting caught. Oh, yeah. Paula, it doesn't matter if you're 71. You can still go back to college.
right.
Absolutely.
You can. It's totally up to you, though. You have free will. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that, Amanda. He is a Wizard of Oz, just a tiny, scared
Yeah.
old man.
And
Yeah.
pay no attention to the man behind the curtain, and that's all he is. You're right.
Mhm.
You're right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think
might
it was
be
a
the
premonition too.
Yeah,
I
I think
really,
so.
I really, I really
Mhm.
do. But she said that, wasn't it that the orange one was gonna unalive somebody himself? Wasn't
No, she had a dream that he
Yeah.
did it and the people hid it. So
yeah,
Yeah.
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 And I think Rossi, I think he has a list. I think he
He
has a
does.
list of people that
He does have a list. They've
he
found
would
it.
like. Oh,
Yeah.
have they? Yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
That he would
Yeah.
definitely, if he knew he could get away with it, I think he'd come out guns
I agree.
blazing.
No, I agree. Mhm.
Yeah.
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 Wow.
All right. Let's see. Seashell.
All
I
right.
had a dream that I was sitting in front of an odd, pretty lake. The river rocks were beautiful, bright, vibrant colors, and I was focused on picking out the purple ones and setting them aside.
That's beautiful.
I love that.
I love
I'll take
river
that.
rocks. Yeah, I know. What a beautiful. It's picking out the purple ones. That's your spiritual stones, right? Purple's being the spiritual color. It's also the color of royalty. Sitting in front of an odd, pretty lake. Underwater. What about the underwater girls? The rocks are under the water.
Yeah, and also I always look at that energy, that crystalline energy, as a waterfall kind of, and sometimes pools of crystalline energy.
True. Yeah.
Because water is,
Yes, it is. Yeah.
consciousness. So, yeah, and then having the purple ones, and I see them in all different colors too, Seashell. I think that's
Mhm.
beautiful. Beyond the lake was a neighborhood. Well, this might be another planet that you go to visit too.
Could be.
Yeah.
It could be. But the water is your emotions, and you've got these beautiful rocks, beautiful, colorful rocks under the water. So there may be some things that are underneath that you haven't brought out yet that are because they're purple, and you're picking the purple ones. That's your spiritual life. So that's
Yeah.
very. Yep.
Love
Oh
that.
yeah. Thanks, Rossi. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it's activating her crown. Her crown.
Uh-huh.
It's amazing how rocks and crystals will actually. We think we pick them, but they actually pick us. And And
Mhm.
I get that, they wanted you to pick them because it was going to activate and just expand your crown chakra and your third eye too. And
Mhm.
so I get it. It's just that
Yeah.
purple is a powerful color for you. You even wearing purple anything is
True.
it's like an activation.
Mhm.
Yeah, you might want to look for a purple stone if you don't already have one,
Maybe.
amethyst or
Mhm.
something,
Amethyst would be
seashell.
beautiful.
Or lepidolite. Lepidolite can't get wet though, but
Mhm.
it's a beautiful stone as well. Um, compassion is what I pulled. Interesting.
Ooh.
Okay. Lakes are viewed as sources of life and nourishment, representing the flow of energy. That's wonderful. Did you get the same one?
I got intuition.
Oh, good.
Intuition. So that that's the whole
Yeah,
crown and
absolutely.
yeah.
The whole head. Yeah. Yeah.
And I got reconnect. So,
Uh-huh.
as above, so below.
Yep.
And that in between, that which that moon is right there, that's Saint
Yeah.
Germain and Lady Nada. That's that
Mhm.
violet
Right.
ray. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Perfect.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I know.
Amazing
Seashell. I love
seashell.
that. Thank you. Yeah. That's
And
great.
and yeah, and when I look at seashell's picture, it's just like that's perfect.
Uh-huh.
Roots
Uh-huh.
and waves. I was just thinking about the rabbit in the cage door being closed behind the house and the door being open. Oh, I'm sorry, Roots and Waves. That's about the
Oh,
previous.
about her rabbit dream. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I finally got it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Um, okay, we already did Wiki and I got her again there. Mills Lane. I keep
Yes.
having dreams about finding or winning money. I won't tell them
You
to
want
stop
them to
because
stop? Okay.
oh,
Well,
I want them to stop because they seem so real and I can't handle it anymore.
ask them before you go to bed to help you out. The thing is,
Mhm.
we can do the planning before we go to bed. You can either ask why you're having those dreams, or you can ask what that is trying to tell you personally. Um, winning or finding money um, is I don't know. It's like, isn't that like the universal thing we would all love to do? Find money or win some money, but it's energy. It's energy. So it's asking you to find or work with your energy in order to get what you want. And you can do that with manifestation. You can do that with changing your thoughts about things. Um, that's just what's coming to my mind at this point.
Hmm.
Mm,
I got request. And so I think
mm,
either way, Mills Lane, you can request them to stop, that you don't want to have these dreams anymore. Otherwise, you could request, like Ellie said, and say, you know what, I want more information. Where do I need to go? What number should I be focusing on? Should it be birth dates? Should it be anniversaries?
mhm.
And request more information, or just plainly just say, you know what, I'm done. I'm through with these dreams. I don't want to have them anymore.
That's true. That's true. If
Yeah.
they're bothering you that much, Mills. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Mills, I got flow.
I'll
So,
flow with it. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, be in the flow. Sometimes, a lot of us grew up with the thing of scarcity in our homes
Mhm.
That's true.
because a lot of our parents were either in the war or, their parents were in the depression,
Mhm.
all sorts of things, and so it's really easy to have that sense of scarcity.
Mhm.
Sure.
So make sure that you're in the flow and make sure that you're, whether it's
Mhm.
a penny or something that you're getting, start that rotation,
Yeah.
because they're trying to send it to you.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah. In some way or fashion. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So Wiki, that was just a comment she made. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I saw
So,
she said that. Sorry,
okay.
Vicky.
Um, all right. So a piece of a dream, you either jumped or was falling from a great height into really deep water. I knew that I was too deep to come up for air 3 times, waking in between.
Whoa.
What are you ready to? Are you afraid to take a leap over something? Is there something that's holding you back from taking a leap? Also, if you're going into really deep water, then you're going down into the subconscious. And is there something in there you don't want to look at because it's painful, or some healing that you may have to do if you go into the subconscious mind? I get what you mean about too deep to come up for air. I've been like not quite too deep, but felt like I might not get all the
Mhm.
way up. Yeah,
Yeah.
even in a pool. So I totally get what you mean by that. Yeah.
And that's a scary feeling when you know you're that deep and you're looking up and you have so far to go and you're running out of breath. That it's a scary feeling.
It is. Or maybe she's thinking, if I do go deep and try to work out what it is that's deep, I may not, I'm going to be in a lot of pain. I may not make it. You know, it's going to
Yeah.
be, yeah. Because it's a fear. It brings in fear. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm wondering, after you didn't have a past life, that
Oh,
this happened, that you might have jumped in too deep and not been able to come back up, whether it was like on an old ship or something. But it feels like there might be that old memory there, that like a shadow that needs to be looked at.
I
Maybe.
like this. Annie says initiation.
Oh, I love that.
I
Love
love
that.
that too.
Yeah.
And it is the beginning of the fool's journey, because in the fool's journey, you're right at the precipice of jumping. You're not even looking, because the dog's at your feet and everything. You're all ready to go, but you're not realizing that if you went over this way, you're gonna make a deep dive. So that's a great comment as well. Falling is surrender. Emotion is water. So yeah. Wow.
That's what I was thinking too. Maybe that there's something emotion. This eclipse energy brings up all of emotions that have been that need to be taken a look at. So if you've dreamt that even in the last few weeks, Wiki, it could be something that has been stuck within you, that is resurfacing for you to take a look at. Because I get the water is emotion too, and then you also it's taking that leap of faith to face it. And ironically, I pulled a card and I got immerse. So,
and I got reflect, and I think that those both are,
yeah.
you look in the water and you can get your reflection and immersing yourself in it. And that's totally up to you. There are people that don't want to look at past hurts and heal, and, to go into that whole thing. But yeah, I totally agree with you, Kelly.
Yeah. I got surrender too.
Oh, there you go.
So yeah, let something go. And sometimes, maybe we've lived in planets where we had gills and we were underwater.
That's right. That's right.
So
That's possible.
experience or something.
Yeah. That's very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thanks, Wiki.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's
have to think
beautiful,
about
Wiki.
it.
And I'm sorry I almost said.
That's all right. That's all right.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
There we go.
Last night, I dreamt I saw a train conductor. I thought I knew he turned around, but it was not him. I didn't know I was even on a train.
It was your train of thought.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Train conductor, I thought I knew. He turned around, but it wasn't him. It could have been him in a different lifetime as well. I get barrier. You were mistaken. Yeah. There's so much about trains and railways, rails going off the rails, a train of thought.
There's a train going by right now.
Is there really?
Oh my gosh. That's a trip. So I love this card for you. This is about balance, but look at the clock. Time. Are you time jumping? Is the conductor there? Because the conductor is always looking at the clock and helping people get places. You think you're in the station. So is this a place where you do time travel?
Oh, maybe.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa, that is cool.
That would
All
be
I
so
can think
cool,
of is
yeah.
down at the train station early in the morning, see the little puffer billies all in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never saw anything back from Ness.
No, she said it was too vivid and she didn't want to do it because she didn't need an analysis. So whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
It was all good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is true, Randy. Spirit tells you why you did something. Yeah. Well, we did it. I think we did it in an hour. So, yeah.
9:01.
Yeah, 9:01.
Oh, it's not worth talking. It's always worth talking about, honey.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I love stories, particularly there's a couple of Hemingway stories about a train station and how people, it's all about hellos and goodbyes. And I don't know if any of you watched This Is Us, that show that was on. The last episode of that show was the best ending to that whole entire series that I have ever seen. And it had to do with being on a train. So I'm not going to spoil it any further, but it was so good. And it gave me goosebumps. That whole show did. So, yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right, Terry. Enjoy your retreat, Leah says. And next up is Willoughby. There you go.
Yes, have fun, Terry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have fun.
So much,
Enjoy.
Definitely. Thanks, everybody. Thanks all for being here with us this evening. Yeah. Thank you. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.